Welcome back, Thrill Seekers. You've just boarded another episode of the Thrill Seeking Teachers Podcast, the show where two teachers clock out of the classroom
and head straight for the front row of the coaster. We're bringing you all things amusement and theme parks, from breaking park news to behind-the-scenes drama.
That's right. If there's a new ride announcement, a roller coaster shutdown, a spicy guest rumor, or theme park chaos happening anywhere in the world,
we're talking about it. And yes, we're giving you our uncensored hot takes, honest opinions, and all the theme park gossip you secretly love.
Because let's be real, y'all. Theme park drama can be just as wild as the rides themselves.
And you can catch every episode on all major podcast platforms, thanks to our incredible podcast hub, Buzzsprout.
Buzzsprout is our one-stop shop. It helps us distribute the podcast everywhere you listen. So no matter your platform, we've got you covered.
You can follow us right now on Thrill Seeking Teachers Podcast.buzzsprout.com.
And here's a little pro tip for our real ones. Listeners who follow us on their favorite podcast platforms get early access to episodes.
Woo! Plus, if you follow the podcast, you'll unlock bonus content, extra candid discussions, deeper dives, and conversations we might not put anywhere else.
So don't just listen, follow, rate, and comment on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast.
And while you're at it, make sure you also follow the Thrill Seeking Teachers on YouTube for even more theme park content.
So buckle up,
keep your hands inside the vehicle,
and let's get thrill seeking.
Woo! I didn't see myself. That's why I was kind of like, what? Hey, everybody. Welcome to Thrill Seeking Teachers. I'm Dave.
And I'm also Dave.
No, that's Will. I'm Dave. And if you don't notice already, we have these nice little pink shirts that say Thrill Seeking Teachers. And if you're like, why are they wearing pink?
It's because we men and we want to.
No, real men wear pink.
Real men wear pink.
Real men. But no, for real, we actually just came from a awesome trip to Holliwood Nights, our first one that we did in Santa Claus, Indiana, and it's the Holliwood Nights at Holiday World. It is the coaster event of the year, and we scored. It's like, luckily, we scored 2 great tickets, and so we spent our time there, and we met some great coaster enthusiasts, and we are going to just have an after Holliwood Nights interview with them.
You didn't tell them the significance of pink.
Oh, the pink.
You brought it up and didn't.
I know, I really didn't. All right, so the significance is they have a theme at Holliwood Nights called Mean Girls. If you ever seen the cult classic Mean Girls, they wear pink on Wednesdays, and we say, "Get in, losers, you're riding." And so we decided to, in that theme, get some pink shirts, and we are displaying it here for our interview with Nikki J, the theme park hipster. And of course, you are seeing our interview with her. Go and check it out. It's on our page on YouTube. She is a renowned Orlando theme park YouTuber who's kind of turned into a coaster enthusiast now. And she is going to share her thoughts on that wonderful, wonderful night. And then also Danny from Coaster Adventures on YouTube. You can check them out. He is the analytical person, just like Will is.
Huge analytical mind for the coaster community.
So the coaster enthusiast who loves analytics, yes, please go and check out his channel, Coaster Adventures. So we're going to be talking about our experiences at Holliwood Nights. But if you love our content, if you want to help support our content, please go, first like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's our main channel that we have to, dazzle you with all of our vlogs and all of our opinions.
On TikTok.
And we have a TikTok. I was going to mention that. You have a TikTok channel now,
pretty
too.
quickly.
And we're on TikTok. Go type in Thrill Seeking Teachers and you will see us on there.
Yeah.
We also have a Facebook channel, or Facebook page, rather. Please check us out on there and become a part of the Thrill Seeking Teachers family. And you can listen to us on our podcast. We have a podcast website from Buzzsprout, and we put our blood, sweat, and tears into that. You can become a subscriber.
Not blood.
Blood. All right. And we put some exclusive content. We're actually going to be putting more exclusive content just for our Buzzsprout subscribers. So please go and get early access to our podcast, get early access to all of our things through Buzzsprout. And if you like what we're doing and you would love for us to continue, we would love for you to help sponsor us through buymeacoffee.com/thrill-seeking-teachers. Buy us a coffee, chip in whatever you can to
These
help
teachers
us.
are tired.
Teachers are tired.
Need some caffeine, y'all.
And we need some caffeine. Please help us out. And in any way, whatever you do, comment, engage, whatever you're doing is always helping. Thank you so much for our subscribers already. Thank you so much for being a part of the Thrill Seeking Teachers
We're
gang.
trying to push it to 2,000.
We're not only pushing, we're trying to exceed that. So please, anything you can do to share and spread the good message of the Thrill Seeking Teachers family. We love you. And without further ado, we're going to get into this wonderful, wonderful interview. And here we go.
Actually, it's not an interview. There are co-hosts.
Co-host, interview, same thing. All right, here we go. Yay! Hello, everybody. Welcome to the... Oh, wait, hold up.
Let's keep that in there. The Thrill Seeking Teachers Podcast. I'm Will.
Dave.
To your top left corner, you have
Danny.
Danny from Coaster Adventures.
Yeah. We have
Nikki from Theme Park Hipster.
Oh, the hipster. Thank you so much.
And we're so excited to have both of you on the podcast. Nikki, we already knew you. Danny, I knew you from your channel. I've been watching your channel for I don't know how long. Your analytical mind, and I'm excited to hear some of the things you have to say about the news because you like digging into this.
Yes, he's a historian. He's
on our channel, but not in general.
Yes.
And Nikki, I love your mind on everything.
Look,
else.
you're with me.
So let's go straight into theme park news.
Theme park news.
Here's the music.
We have music.
So I want to backtrack a little bit. This is a rumor that B&M has ended its relationship, its decades-long relationship with Claremont Steel Fabricators in the U.S. and Ohio. And the rumors were stemmed from their website going down and many people believing that others that are in the know have said that B&M has ceased their operations with Claremont and they're going to be moving the operations and the fabrication of their steel back to Europe and Hungary. Don't know how factual this is. People are thinking it's true because Claremont Steel's site is down. It's still down. So have y'all heard about that?
Absolutely not.
No, but I don't know. I feel I'm smiling a little bit.
Maybe it might make their stuff less rattly.
Yes, that's why I'm just a little. I hope it's true.
Well, I've heard the rumors that they do it. They Six Flags, they're having this rattle with B&M because
everybody.
Everybody, but I mean, it's because they're using a cheaper version of it because in Thunderbird it's smooth.
But it's over 10 years old.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Back in when they were first doing it, they weren't using the cheap stuff. Like it was the real stuff. And it, now they were using the cheaper stuff. Like, you have Raptera. I don't really, okay.
I mean, if you consider
I
$30
don't
million
really mind.
cheap.
I don't mind the rattle. It's like I didn't really care that much. I'm not that person, but the analytical mind of people, they're like, oh, it's a rattle. Oh, I hate it. It's okay. It launches. I don't know. I thought a rattle isn't that big of a deal. But I mean, to each his own.
Hey guys.
Oh yeah, we're on live.
We're on our
We're on
TikTok
live.
channel on live too. So yeah.
We promote everywhere.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
What do you all think?
What do you think? The thrill-seeking teachers will be right back after a quick message from Lululemon.
I think it's going to be interesting since there are rumors that Energylandia is potentially going to add a B&M for their 20th coaster. And it'll be interesting to see how that one rides because it's rumored to either be a wing coaster or a dive coaster.
Another dive. Yay.
And or another wing. I know that
I like those.
I know that Energylandia could use another like capacity coaster. And if this is true, people would ride it and say, okay, we've got the old B&M. They're back. It'll be really interesting to see what the company is able to do if they're able to transfer back their manufacturing to a more reliable amount.
Yeah. What about a hyper? Why don't they like hypers? And why don't people like doing the B&M
The incredible cost and the real estate required.
Yeah.
I miss the hypers. I really do, because they're so much fun and I don't understand.
Incredible cost and real estate.
Oh, okay, I guess.
Yeah, there are very few parks that have the room for a hyper. And the parks that already wanted a hyper already have one. There are some notable exceptions. King's Dominion is one of them, where they have both the land, and if someone wants to put a little bit more effort in bringing that park up to where it could be, then that's exactly the park that could get a hyper. I don't think the B&M though. But that could change depending on how things go.
Right.
It will go.
I love the more modern hypers from B&M. Candemonium and Mako are two of the very best coasters in the country. So I'm really...
They're really nice.
See the next one that comes out.
I love it.
My only the only drawback for that, I think, is the incredible cost. Steel is already high. And then the cost of shipping from Europe. And, enthusiasts always make comments about, well, they have this in Europe, they have this in Europe. Well, Vacoma's in Europe, Entenmann's in Europe, Mock is in Europe, Balajar and Mabillard is in Europe. We have, it's easier to get some of those cutting edge attractions there. That's why we went for bigger stuff in the US. But we'll see how it goes if all of the major players are in Europe and what type of attractions the parks will be
and you also have to think
future,
about you also have to think about the economy and the tariffs and all of the stuff that's going on right now. Everything is, with the closing of the Strait, gas, everything is a lot higher. So is it feasible for the hypers right now? I probably don't think it is, but I really miss hypers though. I really do miss the nice, good.
Just go ride one.
No, but I mean a new one, like a new one. You know what I'm saying? A new one would be so nice. I'm just saying. All right, next story.
So for Bolton, just got a upgrade. I'm at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. It opened on May 30th for Bolton Forbidden Turn. I'm gonna throw some shade. I initially thought they were just going to fix the stuff that didn't work. And apparently they did a lot more than that. They the show building got redone. They have some working animatronics, not only in the show building, but in the queue with Prow. what's her name? Frau.
I don't know.
What's her name?
Frau Hexel, I believe.
Frau Hexel.
Yeah.
Frau Hexel. I've heard people say the drop is a little bit more intense.
Okay.
So, but the issue was that on opening day, the attraction did not open with the park. The lines were backed up over the bridge, which from but
Wow.
that's crazy to me.
Mhm.
Over to the bridge. People waited over 3 hours to actually get into the ride, and but on the positive side, the new theming is it's legitimate reinvention. So I'm looking forward to riding it, but everyone
like
is
the
saying it
ride.
was a debacle. What have you all heard about it? What do you all think?
Well, I'm happy that they did that to the ride. That was one of my favorite attractions when I went there.
Mhm.
And, from Florida. So I love all the elements
Yeah.
together. And I
Mhm.
even, when I did the VIP tour there, they allowed us to go in there with the lights on. So, like, that's probably why it has like a special place in my heart. But I'm
Mhm.
excited to come check it out.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yes.
why some people were having kind of like, the coaster snobs had issues with it. Like, oh, it's just okay. But I love that ride. I
I
have a
love it
lot of
too.
fun. Yes.
I like the ride.
Yeah, I think it's a great ride. This is a ride that I've been on for as long as I can remember, and I am a sucker for a good drop track, and those launches are punchy.
They are.
It's a great ride. I'm definitely excited to check it out, and hopefully within the next few weeks,
Mhm.
check it out and see how it rides because it's one of my favorite coasters at the park.
I agree. I think we should all wait a month at least
Yeah, it's with all
to iron out the kinks, the lines,
Yeah.
the hype
Mhm.
until the hype dies down. I
But
mean,
I'm okay with a hype. Now, I love opening day chaos. I love
I
being
do
in the
too.
energy, especially if it's Harry Potter related. I will wait.
Okay, well, the
Forever.
Harry Potter related, I will rate for. If it's Harry Potter related, I will do it. But everything else, I don't know.
My concern with this is why we don't get invited because I'm about what I'm about to say. My concern with BG Dub is when they get things that are highly themed or sophisticated and it starts showing wear and tear, they just kind of let it go.
Oh,
And that's my biggest concern with them is how are all of these new effects in this attraction going to be in the long run? I mean, look at Escape from Pompeii. It's consistently inconsistent. And some of their other themed attractions. That's my big concern with BGW doing and I was in, when they were hyping up Pantheon for it to be this hugely themed attraction, and then they just put a roller coaster. I wasn't really upset because
I love that coaster.
then the additional theming would have probably made it more problematic than it. Well, it's not that problematic of a ride, I don't think. But
I like the ride.
But my concern is how the park and their parent company is going to treat it in the long run.
Yeah.
So
All right, next story.
next story, we're moving down, guys. We've
moving.
never.
Look, we go on a Nikki knows we sometimes go on a tangent.
Never moved this fast.
We try to go.
One of my favorite Six Flags parks, Fiesta Texas, announced Werewolf Gorge on May 30th, which was last week.
Yeah.
Let me refer to the media kit that they sent us.
And we put a little promotional thing on our channel with Will.
Someone already made a comment saying AI slop. Look, dude, I put on there what Six Flags sent us in the email.
What he's saying was it was AI.
Moving on. Set to become the world's longest family launch coaster and the longest roller coaster in the history of the park, Werewolf Gorge stretches an impressive 4,120 feet and delivers an exhilarating 2-minute, 36-second adventure featuring 4 launches, speeds of up to 45 miles per hour, and the highest number of floater airtime elements ever incorporated into a family roller coaster by Vekoma. The coaster brings together a unique blend of launches and airtime to create a standout experience in family thrill history.
Dun, 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 dun.
So 32 airtime moments on a family thrill ride. This ain't no Big Bear Mountain, y'all. Let's see what Fiesta
And it's
Texas
not
is gonna do.
Hagrid's. It's not my Hagrid.
So Universal actually lists Hagrid's as a proper thrill coaster. So
Which
because of the height
height
requirement.
requirements.
So
but still, they tried it. They're trying it.
and Guardians list Disney list Guardians as a proper thrill coaster. So technically this might be the longest family launch coaster in the world.
launch coaster. See, that's what that's my hot take.
Semantics.
See, I don't like it.
Oh yeah. That's the
but-
copywriter, whoever wrote that.
Yeah,
Really
they tried
it.
I think I've heard through the grapevine from people that are in the know that Fiesta Texas has already been sold, and they're just trying to make it look nice for the new buyer. I don't know what I think about that. I don't even know why I threw that out there, but I put it out there.
But why? My question then would be, why are they putting more investment into that park if they're going to be selling it?
I said the same thing,
I don't know,
but what do you all think about this new attraction and what's going on with the park? And our surprise is that the park was not one of the 10 key parks.
That was my surprise too. I'm not in the know with the rumors, but I was like, when I heard possibly selling, I was like, really? I love that park.
Yeah,
I
park
just
is
did a
great.
video on that park. But with them getting this coaster, I feel like it's a great addition to their lineup. They have a solid lineup there. And
They do.
I enjoy that park. I can't wait to go back.
Me too.
But this coaster seems like it's going to be a really fun ride. And, lunch coasters are always
A backward
so fun.
section. A backward section.
Even better.
Now, it is longer and we both enjoyed Big Bear Mountain. So, and Vekoma makes unlike some manufacturers, they make glass smooth roller coasters. They didn't used to, but I mean, they made even in the 90s, they made them smooth for Disney, but not for everybody else.
What do you think? What do you think, Danny?
Well, actually, Fiesta Texas is one of the Six Flags parks I haven't gone to yet. So it's definitely an incentive to make my way down to San Antonio to check it out. Of course, they also have Iron Rattler, Dr. Diabolical.
I love Dr. Diabolical.
Arrow Mine Trains, and I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but I'm definitely excited to check out the park. When I went to Dollywood last year, Big Bear was the genuine surprise of the trip.
Yeah.
In terms of just how the onboard audio enhanced the ride experience. It was a long experience. It was just all in all a great ride. So I'm excited to see how Werewolf Gorge how it feels as a ride experience with 30 floater airtime moments. Big Bear has got some good moments, so I'm very curious. And the fact that it's over 4,000 feet long means it's going to be a long ride experience. It's going to be a satisfying ride experience. So all in all, I'm excited. I don't put much weight into the rumors about what parks haven't. The fact that Six Flags has already come out and said, hey, there are no more sales happening. So it's all in all just something to be excited for in 2027, which is going to be a great year for coasters for sure.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Good ones.
So many.
Speaking of which, a 450-foot crane just showed up a few days ago at Great Adventure to finish erecting Project Purple. Their new, which I personally think the fanboys are going to shut me down on this comment. I think this new attraction is going to be better than King Dakar ever was. If it spins like the Ride the Happiness and Time Traveler, if it's everything that they're saying this attraction is going to be, with it spinning while it goes up the tower and the track is outer banked, while it's going to be crazy. The longest zero-G upside down launched zero-G stall in the world.
I think it might be the only upside down.
Yeah, it's only right.
Yeah.
You get really close on Voltron, which I'm excited to ride.
Europa.
Yep. And I've done the Ride to Happiness, and the beauty about the Ride to Happiness is that launch track has an extra kick to it. So when you have those rotating trains, that kick will jolt the train even more to get that rotation even stronger. So to see how that rides upside down, knowing that Mock Rides' launches have just blown me away, especially on the Stardust Racers.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how that attraction is going to ride, knowing that the launches have gotten stronger. The Ride to Happiness is one of the best coasters in the world, if not the best coaster in the world. And we'll see. I think some people will do a lot of comparison to say, okay, it's another tall roller coaster, but is King Ka's launch the reason why people still prefer Ka because of the nostalgia? Hard to say.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's the
I'm
nostalgia.
excited to check it out because Project Purple looks awesome. Mock Rides has been on a tear recently,
Yes.
and I'm excited to see what
Yeah.
that ride will do for Great Adventure.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited.
Yeah, we're going back up there next week to check out Project Purple and
the
Shoreline
shoreline.
Pier.
Yes. They have a media event, and I'm gonna try to see if I can take a day off from teaching and go up there. But we'll see. As you know, they always
They
do
haven't
this.
kicked us out of there yet.
They haven't kicked us out. So yes, we're
Mhm.
still in their good graces.
Mhm. Yet. Until they start complaining about something else.
They'll kick us out.
But did you ever get a chance, Nikki, to ride the original car?
No, I've never been to that park.
Oh,
So
you gotta
that's on
go.
my to-do. That's on
You
my
gotta
to-do
go.
list.
It's a
Yes.
great wait till Shoreline Pier's open and wait till Project Purple's open. So just go next year.
Well, I got my pass. My
yeah,
annual pass.
she got an
I'm
annual
gonna try to
pass.
go
She might-
this year and
she's
next year.
exactly. She got her passes. She's
Okay.
ready.
I'm trying to use this.
What's
Six
with these
Flags pass.
Orlando influencers becoming coaster enthusiasts, Danny? What's up with that?
Well,
No.
we love coasters. We just don't have as many, so we just stick with the same old
Same
coasters.
coasters.
Oh, but you know what?
Best in the world. Iron Gwazi in Tampa.
Yes.
Oh, I love that ride.
They're all great.
Yes.
So the trip to Florida is a must, especially
It
for the coaster enthusiast. I know I made a couple of trips down to Orlando the past couple of years.
Yeah.
This year, so I'm excited.
What's your favorite park down there?
Ooh, probably Islands.
Islands.
Very close. Like Epic and Islands are like 1-2. Universal Studios is going to be one to look out for, especially with the Hollywood Drift opening up next year.
Okay.
I'm excited. Surprisingly, I've never been to a Disney park, so
Get out.
that will change in November, hopefully.
Okay.
See, look. Yeah,
He's never been either. We're actually taking him to Disney for the first time
Yes.
the end of the month. And Nikki's going to be one of our guys.
Yay. Yay.
Yeah, we're super excited. I've been to Disney. Actually, I used to work for Marriott, and Marriott used to manage the Contemporary Hotel. So I was down there for a training for over a month, and I got to
Experience.
go to all of the Disney parks as much as I wanted to, and I learned to hate Animal Kingdom. But
Oh.
'cause there's nothing to do there.
I'll go there one day.
There's nothing to do. Danny,
Aw.
when you go, do not go to Animal.
No, you start your day off to, ease your way into the park, the Animal Kingdom.
That's not the first one I'm going to go to because if you've watched my channel. I did a top 10 coasters in Florida ranking, and the most frequent comment was, "Where is Cosmic Rewind? Where is?"
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to change that and then make up my mind as to whether or not that is one of the best coasters in Florida, because the thrill rides that I've done there have been top notch.
Phenomenal.
They've been awesome. Even though I don't think Kraken's the best B&M floorless, I still think that goes to King's Dominion's
Dominator, by far.
which has everything that you would want in a B&M looper from 2000. So
By far, I agree. 100%. And the Orlando parks is actually one of my hot takes, but we'll get there.
okay.
We're going down through these news, y'all.
Yes.
Kentucky Kingdom debuted Flying Fox, which is a Vekoma family suspended coaster similar to the one in Dollywood, but it's a custom layout.
Yep.
May 28, 2026. This was actually the first coaster investment Hirsch and Family Entertainment has made to Kentucky Kingdom since they bought the park in 2021. They've done a lot of aesthetic improvements to the park, but this is their first where we're putting our stamp on this park kind of thing Herschend did. And Danny, you were mentioning that you got a chance to experience this attraction. Can you tell us a little about it?
Yes, actually, I was there. Surprisingly, the very first time I have ever been to Kentucky Kingdom was the first day that they opened Flying Fox, and I think it's a great ride. I think it's
Was that coincidence or did you plan it?
actually it was completely coincidental.
Okay.
Because when we were planning the trip, the whole purpose of this podcast is to talk about the reason why we decided to tack on Kentucky Kingdom, because it was the closest airport. It was the closest place to get a rental car. And we thought, okay, we'll spend the day at Kentucky Kingdom. And in the lead up to it, I was just checking, like, okay, Flying Fox is under construction. Is it going to open that day? And I saw that the opening day was the 28th. And I was ecstatic, because that was one reason why we pushed a trip like that so far back, was to just hedge our bets a little bit. And I am lucky to have gotten on it when I did, because that ride had a long line the entire day. And I think it's a great attraction. It bridges the gap between their small Vekoma Junior coaster and Kentucky Flyer, their family gravity group. It has a couple of surprising moments of airtime. It's got good speed. It's got good positive G-forces. I think it's a great fit for the park. And I think if you are ever in Louisville and Kentucky Kingdom, that is one of the attractions that I recommend you check out.
How did the park feel? Because it's one of the few parks we haven't been to. Did the park feel like a Herschend park?
Once you got into Discovery Meadow, yes. And of course, if you know the history of the park, it used to be owned by Six Flags before the merger. And the one thing that I noticed walking through certain parts of the park was we're getting some Six Flags America vibes with how the blacktop park pathways, how it felt a little bit more like a Six Flags park. But then once you reach Discovery Meadow, where Wind Chaser, Woodland Run, and those attractions are, it felt like, okay, this feels a little bit like Wildwood Grove. And I think it's a park that Herschend is going to just continue to bring up to their standards.
I agree.
And I'm excited to see what the park does, knowing that they have this brand new attraction that's going to bring in more families.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nikki, what do you think?
Well, to go back to the Flying Fox, I had a great time. And when I was on there, I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. It's definitely family friendly, family focused, but it still has those thrill elements. Because when I'm riding those rides, I always think about my girls, like, would they love this? And they would absolutely love the ride. It was also my first time at Kentucky Kingdom. And it was just crazy, like you said, how it just all worked before the weekend at Holiday World. And I was just excited. When I go to a new park, I am just elated. I'm so thankful, so grateful, no matter how big or small the park is. And like he was saying, the first half of the park, it does feel kind of Six Flagish. But when you get to the other side, that's when you can kind of see the Herschend element. I can see some of I look at the little details. So they're like little mini creeks just running through the park and colorful. And some of the names, I could tell that they kind of changed just because the names were kind of trying to be a little bit more cohesive. But I had a great time with that park. I think it's a solid park. I think it has a lot of potential. They have a great RMC there. I experienced an element on an RMC that I had never experienced before. Now I don't know these terms, but you might can help me. So when you get to the top and you're about to go down, there's like a little twist before you go down.
Yeah, it's a little down drop, and
the
back row on I believe the right side of the train. No, it's the opposite of Twisted Timbers. So it's the opposite of Twisted Timbers, and if you really pay attention, you actually get like an inverted airtime whip going down it before just getting launched out of your seat. And I thought Wind Chaser was a great RMC.
Wait a minute, that's the one that used to be Storm Runner, right?
Yeah, it used to
Yes.
be Storm Chaser. It was one
Oh
of the
yeah, Storm Chaser. Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Look.
it felt kind of interesting to have such an intense ride with such family friendly theming around it. And I was
Really?
like, this is the most intense ride at the park. And it's like a weird juxtaposition. And I thought it was really, really interesting.
Oh, I really need to ride it now.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go back to Kentucky Kingdom probably soon.
It was so much fun. My hair was everywhere. By the time I got to Hollywood, my edges were gone. I didn't care. My hair was crazy, but I had a good time at Kentucky Kingdom. It's like a great place to start if you're going to do like a mini Midwest tour. I loved it. Yeah.
I want to ask all three of you. Do you all think Herschend is just done with the enthusiast as far as how they're building their attractions and some of the rhetoric that comes from their park leaders? For example, Eugene recently said in an interview, quote unquote, "As long as I'm the president of Dollywood, we will not build another thrill coaster because I want the families to ride together, walk through the parks together, and not have to separate." And he mentioned more than once that is from the very top, not just his own idea. Do you think so? Because right now at Silver Dollar City, they're building a massive plot of land, their first resort, as well as something obviously roller coaster footers, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's another mock this or hyper that." It's going to be a family coaster. Do you all think that Herschend, at least for the time being, is done pleasing the enthusiast and they're sticking with the family attractions?
Maybe. I I think they might be, but I really don't think that that's gonna be a long-standing, sustainable mission that they can have because if you look at the openings of these really high thrill coasters, there is such a demand for it that even with when they opened up Alpine Fury, that was like the lines were out of this world and you saw it in their revenue.
But remember, Toronto and Canada's Wonderland is a special market. That literally the biggest. That's literally the biggest park in Canada.
And people traveled from all over.
I did.
Yeah.
In last August, that was part of the trip was to go check out Alpine Fury. By the way, phenomenal ride.
It's a phenomenal ride.
Yes, I think there's a huge market, and even now with Project Purple, that everybody is already. The thing didn't even get erected yet, and people are foaming out the mouth. And I could tell that when this thing opens, the lines are going to be 8 hours. And and I'm not looking forward to even trying to go up there until these lines, like you're gonna be sitting and standing for a long time before you can even try to ride this ride.
I don't know. I'm not convinced. I think Herschend is going to stick with the formula that they believe is working for them. Dollywood recently, the first time in the park's history, had over 4 million attendees last year because of the formula that they're working from, which is appeasing to families. So this new attraction that they're opening, I think is going to be family coasters moving forward.
I am going to double down on that. If you know anything about the actual Herschend family, they prioritize the family experience at parks. When they opened Silver Dollar for the first time, their whole mission was to focus on the family thrill experience and not just have the thrill coasters like the Time Travelers, the Outlaw Runs, the Lightning Rods, and the Thunderheads. Those are part of it. Again, when you have a family, there are going to be older members of the family who are going to want a more thrilling ride experience. So those coasters are going to satisfy that portion. But when you want to bring in more families who are going to travel from 6, 7, 8 hours away, you want to make sure someone in the family can enjoy something. That's why when you see rides like Flying Fox, Dragon Flyer, Big Bear Mountain. There's enough thrill to it that someone who is a thrill seeker will enjoy, but they're also not going to be overly intense that everyone in the family can't ride it.
Yeah.
Lower height requirements are going to be a little bit more accessible for a lot of
Younger kids.
And I think Hershend is very much going to stick to that formula and try to push the boundaries. If they are going to add a new, like, more thrilling coaster, it's going to still walk that line between family and thrill.
Yeah.
Have the identity crisis as a ride like Cheetah Hunt at Push Tampa would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any thoughts from Nikki?
Well, the way I approach theme parks is I just having like an absolute statement like that. I'm like, ugh. I like balance. So I like if they are working on things for the family, whether it be a coaster or a dark ride, or if they have a time where they're like, okay, every certain amount of years, we're going to do this big type of thrill ride for for the thrill seekers. So that's how I am. And I would like for them to go down to Valdosta, Georgia and do something with Wild Adventures. Because I love that park, but they just really need a major attraction down there just to get people to come.
Everything is so old.
Yeah, I'm like, guys, come work on this park. It's a good blueprint, and it's right in the middle of Orlando and Atlanta. Come on.
Yeah.
Actually, on that park, I watched an interesting documentary that came out like a couple of weeks ago. Shout out to Defunctland for focusing on this, but Celebration City, if you've ever perused RCDB and looked at GCI, there was a roller coaster called Ozark Wildcat at a park called Celebration City. Hershend owned and operated that park. And when they didn't have the returns that they wanted, they started to shuffle some of those rides between Silver Dollar City and Wild Adventures in Valdosta. And some of those attractions are from Celebration City, which is really, really interesting. That's just a fun fact of the day about.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Love that.
Our last news item is Hershey. I don't know if you all are aware, but the union membership across Hershey Park, Giant Center, and Hotel Hershey this week overwhelmingly voted down the latest contract offer from management, the fourth time, quote unquote, from a union member that wanted to remain anonymous. One member who wished to remain anonymous said the union also voted to authorize a worker strike. The union member said the ongoing labor dispute involves critical concerns over wages, healthcare costs, retirement benefits, and pay for less desirable shifts. A work stoppage has not been indicated at this time. So they did vote to strike. So who knows when that is going to be? I don't know if they have to inform Hershey, but they just started their day-to-day, everyday operation just this past Memorial Day weekend. That's that, and the part of the operation that will be impacted is not the guest facing, but everyone behind the scenes, maintenance, upkeep, park security, hotel staff, everyone that works in the Hershey chocolate world. The ride ops won't affect it, but the people that keep the stuff on the tracks will affect that. What do you all think of this?
I'm gonna let y'all say something.
It's just sad that it's still going on. I think the last time we talked, it was still the same issue. I hope they come to some type of agreement because we need the workers to be 100% of these parks, and we need the parks, like especially like a Hershey Park, to still just be as beautiful and as enjoyable as it currently is, and get better, not go backwards.
Yeah, pay your people, Hershey.
Yeah, I think that's the summarization of it, I guess. What do you think, Danny?
I think, I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I think a park like Hershey, park that a lot of people travel to, the Hotel Hershey is right across the street. So it's a resort destination that is something that families are going to want to spend a week at. I have gone to Hershey. I consider Hershey a home park, and I've pretty much everything that Hershey has to offer. And I think I agree that the park should focus on the overarching guest facing experience, and that means making sure that the people on the back end are there to make sure that everything goes well. Especially with a ride like Storm Runner, an intimate hydraulic launch coaster is not easy to maintain, and you need the maintenance workers who have that experience to be there. And if I'm putting out some 2 cents, I think there's more room to actually negotiate, and I think that we're going to get an agreement. It's just a matter of when. I don't think it's going to change too much, and I think it's just a matter of what the negotiations yield. So
I think it's very crazy and unfortunate that Hershey, they don't have, it's not like a chain operation. So it's I just still am not understanding what's the holdup, because
they're hugely successful.
They're a hugely successful park. It's not like they're hurting to give these people a raise if they need it. I mean, cost of living should be, a standard operation. Yeah. Inflation should be standard. I just don't it feels like, the executives or whoever is at the top, because it's not a publicly traded. Is this a publicly traded? No. So is it? I don't know.
I don't think the park itself is, but Hershey
itself.
But Hershey and Hershey Park, it's to my understanding that they're kind of separate.
I'm not sure.
I've actually gone through this. And this is just my humble brag about and subtle plug of my channel. I actually have a Hershey Park review on the channel. And I go through a little bit more of the actual structure of Hershey Park relative to the Hershey Chocolate Company. And there is a overarching holding company, but then there's a destinations and resorts subsidiary of that holding company that operates the Hershey Hotel, Hershey Park, and all the other guest experiences that aren't the actual Hershey Chocolate Company. So there are 2 separate entities under a corporate umbrella.
I see.
So when we talk about the structures of paying their workers, it's under the destinations part, not under the chocolate part. So they will make those decisions. So I mean, I just don't see how it's hard for them to just say, hey, if you guys need cost of living, inflation, okay, because it's not like they have other parts to spread it around. It's just that park. So I just don't understand it from the executive management thing.
I hope they work it out, because it's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
Point blank period. The operations could be better, but that's a whole different conversation.
Well, I've actually one thing that really surprised me when I went to Hershey last July was just the operations were phenomenal. They were
what?
Really?
What park?
Hershey Park in July.
Where?
Yeah, the operations were incredible. Even on
Danny, are you sure?
Yeah, I am sure. I love Hershey. I've been there when they haven't had the best operations, where you're waiting for just to get on Candemonium, but I've also been there where they have all 3 trains and they are moving.
It depends on the training, and it depends on how they treat their workers at that time. And I think the training should be something that is more emphasized as a lot of these parks, really. Except for our lovely Universal parks. Oh, they just, I love them so much. But the training is so important, and consistency in the training of your workers provides a better guest experience. Because sometimes when you go, you might have the A team that gets these trains going and they push it, and then sometimes you get the F team that
the Z team,
that drinks their soda while they're doing it, having conversation. They don't care on their phone. So it depends on what you get.
But we're moving right along. Danny, now this section is mostly for you because we've done this with Nikki before. She's not a new guest. So this is called our surefire questions.
Dun, 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 music. Dun, dun, dun.
So it's a this or that comparison. I'm going to ask you several questions, and you have to say the first one that comes to mind. Okay? You ready? Dollywood or Silver Dollar City?
Never been to Silver Dollar, so I will say Dollywood.
Mm-hmm.
The Voyage or El Toro?
Oh man, I'm gonna go with the Voyage on this one.
Mhm.
I know it changed.
Holiday World or Knoebels?
Holiday World.
Here's a hard one. Well, this one's easy because you just already told us. Universal or Disney?
Universal. I mean, I've been to all three of their parks in Orlando, and I think once we get Hollywood Drift, it's gonna be a must.
That's one of my hot takes too. Intimate or B&M?
Intimate, hands down.
Mm-hmm. Lap bar restraints or over the shoulder?
Lap bar.
Yes.
Here's a hard one. Intamin or mock?
I think I'm gonna. I love Mock, but Intamin. Intamin is my favorite manufacturer, hands down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Silver Dollar City or Dollywood?
We already said that.
We said that.
Oh my God.
I did.
Oh,
It's not crazy, y'all.
fuck, man. Get your ass
I
on, man.
Theme parks in the U.S. or theme parks abroad?
Oh my God, that's the toughest question.
It's a lot of nuance there.
There's a lot of nuance because the European parks definitely emphasize quality over quantity.
Theming. Yeah.
The theming, I've been to a lot of European parks. Parc Asterix, Walibi Belgium, Far Up Summerland.
Mm-hmm.
I've been up to Gothenburg for Lisa. It's pronounced Liseberg. I've actually asked a Swedish person to give me.
You mean Liseberg, but it's said
Liseberg because it's kind of like French. Like you just touch the G and it's more like a Y. So
Liseberg.
I think I'm gonna go with Europe on this one.
Yeah.
But ever so close, just because I've never had a bad park day at a European park.
I have a quick question because you travel a lot to different places in Europe and this and the other. What do they not have fast lanes in Europe, and why?
They have the skip the line.
They do? Oh, okay.
Some do, not all.
Some do. I know when I went to Parc Asterix a couple of years ago, I only had one day and I had a lot to do. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to get the skip the line. I missed out on some of those queues because I was going from ride
to ride.
Mm-hmm.
But it really just depends on the park. I know that Far Up Summerland does not have skip the line, but Walibi Belgium and Walibi Holland tend to have them. So it really just depends on the park.
Okay.
I
was just curious.
Lift hill or launch?
Launch.
Steel or Woody?
I think I'm still going to go with the steel coasters on this one.
Oh. GCI or Gravity Group?
That's hard.
There.
That's hard.
That's a hard one because there are some really good GCIs, but Gravity Group worked magic on Grizzly in that retrack.
Yes, they did.
They worked wonders on Mighty Canadian, Mine.
Yes, they did.
Buster at Canada's Wonderland. So I think I'm going to go with Gravity Group on this one.
Yes. Last one. Mystic Timbers or Thunderhead?
Thunderhead.
Really?
Thunderhead. I'm going to go with this one because I never had a bad ride on Thunderhead. The front row is great. The back row is phenomenal. And because of those very nice restraints and brains, I was bouncing every time I hit one of those airtime hills. I thought it was a great ride. I love Mystic Timbers, but they're like right there. Like it really just depends.
Nice. We are finally in the part, y'all. What did y'all think of Holliwood Nights?
Yay!
Can we start with Nikki because we know she has to go?
It was amazing. It was life-changing. Thank you guys for helping me out. You know what you did.
Oh, okay.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. We helped her out a little bit.
Thank you
Oh,
so much.
Oh, and we have our pink shirts. You
Yeah,
have
I
pink shirts.
saw. I got
Yes.
Pink
my
shirts.
Danny, I meant to
holiday.
tell you, I forgot to tell you to wear pink. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good. But I am wearing a coaster t-shirt. So
Yes.
The Helix. Nice. Helix.
great ride in and of itself.
Yes.
Mhm.
I had the most amazing time I think I've ever had just in the atmosphere of a theme park. Being there with so many amazing coaster people, like the energy. I met so many people, but of course, the highlight for me, coming from Florida, I'm like, okay, I'm thinking Holiday World just as a whole. And I'm like, oh my God, there is a theme park with holidays and coasters, and it's themed to, I could just change direction and be in a whole nother holiday. I was sold. So when I'm getting in the gates and I hear Christmas music, I'm like, oh my God, take me away. Just and then we head to the left to Halloween.
Yes.
That's when the journey started with Raven. And I was so nervous because I watched so many vlogs and it was like hit or miss. One vlog is like, oh, it's great. One vlog is like, oh my God, it's painful. And I'm like, oh my Lord. I got on it. I was like, oh, I can do this. I can do this. And then I would head over to Legend. And I'm like, okay, well, if Raven was good, Legend should be better. Legend made me realize maybe I'm not a lateral person because I was in pain. I got bruised up. And then I was like, oh my God, if Legend's like this, I can't handle the voyage. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Oh my God. So I sat in the front car on the left. So I think that might have helped me on Voyage. And so I'm just nervous because it's like all these videos I watch. I'm finally here. And I'm like, okay. And I go over the hill and I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. And then it was like, what?
and then it turns into a monster.
What the heck is this? There's no way I'm doing this tonight. There's no way I can do that nighttime without. There's no way. And then I went on the dark ride. That was nice break.
That was
and then
cute.
The gravy. I call it the gravy train. The gravy ride.
Good gravy.
Good gravy.
Good gravy.
The
and then I went
theming was
on.
so good, right?
Absolutely. I spent more time in the queue of that ride than the actual ride. And then I got on Thunderbird.
Thunderbird, the best.
Yes.
B&M
And then I
ride.
was like, I love this ride.
I prefer that
I
one
felt
over
more
Wreck
like
Air.
I was back in the Florida park, with coasters that just are smooth.
Yes.
And then I met you guys, and then me and Will did the voice together. And we were just like all over each other. And I was like, this is crazy. But then I came back the next day to do it at night.
But the trims off.
Yes. And I was like, okay, you got this. You got this. And when I'm going through it at night, it was so chaotic, but in a non-chaotic way.
Yeah.
And it was at a point in the ride that I just let go. Like,
yeah.
You just got to let it go. But the feeling you're feeling while it's going, you're like, what is this?
What is this?
And
yes.
You're thinking it's about to be over. It's not over. And it revs up some more. And you just like, I just was like, okay, just take me. And then I started.
Calgon, take me away.
Yes. And then I started thinking, it started after I got off and I was catching my breath because I had to go get a drink or get some glass of wine.
Yes.
And
it's so good that they have the Oasis station right there.
Yes.
Well, she said wine.
Oh, you got wine?
They don't have
I got
wine at the
I
Oasis
needed something
station.
stronger because I started sitting there and becoming a philosopher. I was like, you know what? This ride felt like life. You're really on a voyage, a journey.
It's a voyage.
And you start life and things get tough. You don't know what you're going to do, but then you just surrender.
Socrates.
You surrender to life. And you made it. You survived. You survived the voyage. And that's what it was.
It was like, row.
Yes.
It's funny because our last night ride, we were in the very back, and it was like at the end of the night. Y'all know in those horror movies where you see the woman go like, that was just me the whole
No,
like
I've never heard
I've never.
Oh, I heard it on
When
your
I saw
video.
the sparks, when I saw the sparks in the tunnel, I was like, this is about to go down. And then it was the craziest thing I'd ever experienced too.
No, but like I wanted to just show Danny a little bit of his on our video. This is a little shameless plug. On our video, we interviewed him, and I wanted to show you just a little bit of his reaction to that ride. So, all right. Yes, it was amazing. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told y'all. I thought I was gonna. It's the final break run. I literally thought I was gonna. Yo, it is crazy. I told you this ride changes your perspective on everything that you.
Now, do you know how to go back?
Could be on a wooden coaster. Yeah. Oh my God.
That was you, Danny.
That was you. And then, of course, we met you, Nikki, at the Thunderbird. This was you at Thunderbird.
Yay!
Yay! And you enjoyed it. How was it? Let us know. Oh wait, there's one. I was like, where? Yeah, yeah. It was.
For me, it was a B&M, so I got to take a break from, bracing for impact on those wooden coasters.
Yeah. Yes.
Especially that last element.
Oh yeah, the last little element, the slow.
Personally prefer this Bond Queen coaster over Raptera.
Oh yeah, so he likes that over Raptera. So, but Danny, your perspective, because you used to love El Toro
Yeah.
before you got on this voyage with us.
Yeah, actually, when I was going through all the coasters I've done, the highest ranked wood coaster at the time was El Toro. I never really found it that rough. I know some people say, well,
Neither have I.
not very jackhammery, but I thought it was great. And I came off of the voyage thinking, okay, the hype is real. Like this,
Yeah.
you saw my reaction coming off.
Yeah.
It was one of those rides that you think, okay, this is phenomenal. The entire outward leg before you hit the spaghetti bowl is just, okay, yeah, this is awesome. Floater airtime, there's a little bit of flow ejector airtime. Those tunnels are actually a great break, especially on a hot, warm day when it's like sweltering and then you dip underneath ground and you're like, oh, wow, this is a nice little break. But then once you come out of that tunnel and you hit the spaghetti bowl and oh my God, it is pandemonium.
Yes.
You're essentially along for the ride as
The voyage.
and I have been thinking about the voyage since last
week.
It's been one of those rides where it just changes your perspective on
It does.
what a wood coaster could do. And I would not blame anyone for having it as their number one coaster, especially when you factor in the trimless night rides.
Oh,
It's my new number one.
it's definitely no one. I can't. Like, once you ride it trimless, like everything else, I think we was talking about this. Everything else that we did, like,
Because we
seemed
went to
like,
Kings Island the next day and we were like, oh, yeah.
It's a nice,
like, yeah, it's like,
Everything just kind of felt mid.
yeah, I will say that I think I closed out both nights of Holliwood nights with Thunderbird, but one of the last things on my mind and the current thing on my mind is just I am so sad that the voyage is so far away. It is an hour and a half flight plus an hour and a half drive
Yeah.
to get to it, or it's just a straight 10-hour drive from where I live. And I'm thinking,
yeah. I think we drove.
We drove.
yeah,
It took us 9 hours.
About 9 hours.
I mean, it's a beautiful drive. I mean,
It is.
to get past the traffic on the major highways, it's not that. It's actually a pretty quick drive. But the one thing that I think of when I think of if there's a roller coaster that I would recommend that you travel to go ride, it's the Voyage.
Yeah, you have to.
It is one of those rides that just leaves you wondering, how does it exist? I know. I got off of the very first ride I ever did. It was in the back row, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is happening. The same way I felt with Iron Gwazi, Ride to Happiness, Steel Vengeance, where I'm thinking, okay, is this overhyped?
Mm-hmm.
And I got off of it, and I remembered hitting the final brakes after the first ride and audibly saying, I think I'm going to cry. This ride was amazing. And I rode it multiple times in every possible row I could.
Yeah.
Yes.
Between both days, I did the very front row, row 4, row 10, row 12. There was a row 9 ride by my better half. And it hits regardless of
Everywhere.
It's a phenomenal ride. And I looked into the actual history of the ride. And when they were developing the ride, they actually spoke to coaster enthusiasts to say,
Wow.
what would you like to see? And one of the biggest complaints of most roller coasters is it's too short, or I wish it had an extra element, or I wish it just did this one extra maneuver. And the Voyage is one of those rides where it's the perfect length, it's the perfect speed. And the Voyage Night Ride was, and this has been actually proven based off of conversations, is that this past weekend was the fastest it has ever run.
It felt like it.
It felt like it.
It felt every bit of it.
Every second of that ride is pure bliss. And I can genuinely say it is not overhyped. It's a
Not at all.
ride during the day. It is otherworldly at night with trimless rides. It's one of those rides that I can't put it into words. I'm struggling to do that right now.
Yeah.
When are you planning to go back?
Yeah. As for the rest of Holliwood nights, I would say Holiday World has probably the greatest collection of night rides I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
Raven at night. By the way, I think the Raven is one of the most underappreciated wood coasters ever built. It is airtime. It is laterals. It's got speed.
It's great.
And it's only 2,800 feet long.
Yeah.
It feels
longer.
it has a punchiness to it that I really enjoy. Like I came off of it thinking that's one of the best wood coasters I've ever been on. And that was the beginning of the day. Then we did Legend, and the Legend has a phenomenal night ride. That Helix literally feels like
Night ride is crazy.
Yeah. And there's great airtime towards the end of it. I think GCI redid the ending of it. So it felt very similar to Thunderhead with how some of those airtime moments felt like, oh, I'm getting a little bit of like GCI.
Yeah.
And one of the people that I met told me like, yeah, if you feel like there's a GCI feel to that ending on the Legend, it's because GCI did some retracking at the end. And I was genuinely impressed.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great ride in and of itself. I wonder what the Voyage is like.
Yeah.
And of course, the Voyage. And Thunderbird is one of those rides that just hits regardless of where you sit, even though the front row on the left side is probably my favorite.
Yeah. Everybody says that.
And the night ride is phenomenal. And I think they do something with that launch because I swear it was hauling the last time I rode it.
They haul ass, I'm telling you.
Yeah. That 0G roll into that S hill before the shed is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
The entire ride. It feels a lot like
the Helix.
Which is
at Liseberg.
Yeah. I thought it was phenomenal.
Right. The whole event itself, the whole event was just so well done. And it was so nice. It was like I was nervous and had a little anxiety going there because knowing that every coaster enthusiast in the world was going to be there, I was like, kind of like, oh my God. But it was just such a great thing. And I felt kind of teary-eyed just seeing so many coaster enthusiasts just doing and enjoying what they love to do. And that backstage little stuff and seeing all the stuff backstage and seeing all of their cameras, everybody's DJIs everywhere. And it was just really, really nice. And I just came off of that really just appreciating everything that everybody does a lot more.
And here's what I have to say, y'all. We have to use every connection, every note we have within our power to get back next year.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
One we know. I'm going to speak to every Coaster Club president
Yep.
that I personally
We are going to be taking off from work to make
Yes.
sure.
This is a must.
It's a must.
This is a must every year.
It's probably the highest energy you will ever see, especially on the Saturday. I know you guys missed the Saturday,
I know.
but the energy going for that night ride was just constant row.
And that's when the women did the women's takeover. Were you a part of that, Brie? I thought you Brie. Jesus.
Nikki.
I know you were thinking about Brie.
I was
when you
thinking
were
about
saying
Brie
it.
because I know she was one of the organizers.
No, I had
Were you-
missed it because I was still on the other side of the park.
Oh, okay.
Getting my raisin and legend
Did you
on.
see the women's takeover?
No, I didn't see it. I think I
Danny.
might have came right after.
I did. In fact, I know Bree was doing a really good job to organize the entire flow train to make sure that we had that full women's takeover. And
Yeah.
my other half was actually part of that.
Right.
Oh yeah.
They said you gotta go.
You got it.
Yeah, one of the people that we met at Kentucky Kingdom just pulled my significant other and actually my wife to the side, and I was just like, all right, you go do it. And I was genuinely, I thought it was one of the coolest moments of that Saturday, but
Yes.
the entire event was very well done. The Mean Girls theme, spot on.
I wore a tutu.
He
I
really did.
Yes.
I didn't
Really
care.
did.
Another thing, we're just talking about the coasters. The water park on the
Oh, see, I loved it.
Cheetah Chase.
Yeah.
3 of the best water coasters in the world. I know that I think they're better than Cutback at Water Country,
Yes.
than Breaker's Edge at Hershey. I think between those 3 wooden coasters and those 3 water coasters,
It's
even if you
crazy.
don't go to Holiday World for Hollywood Nights, I recommend
Just go.
go to Holiday World. It is one of the nicest atmospheres ever. It's
Yeah.
the reason why it's the cleanest park it's been voted cleanest park. It is spotless.
Yeah.
Vibes are great. I will say, make sure you are ready to walk up hills because it's a hilly park.
Mhm.
But you get free drinks.
Exactly.
Free drinks. Like, why can't other places do this? They got free drinks. And it's not like it's like off-name brand. It's Pepsi.
Yeah.
It's got everything you could possibly want.
Now I know Nikki has to sign off. We can still continue the podcast, obviously, because I still have a couple more questions for you, Danny. But Nikki, before you sign off, when are you trying to get back to Holiday World, and what other things do you have going on?
I don't know. I would love to go back as soon as possible because like I'm still trying to wrap my mind over what just happened. Like the whole weekend felt so magical, just being with everybody. And I ended the night on Thunderbird, and they just allowed us just to sit on the train and just run it back and back. And it felt like each launch got more intense, that to the point where we were screaming, boost mode, boost mode. Boost mode. He was like, well, I got to ask the technician. And he was sitting there like, I was like, please, this will really end it. But he said when we got off the train, he would run the train on boost mode so we just see the speed of the train. So it was just things like that where the team members were like just so happy to be there. Everybody was so happy. And I was leaving one of the snack sections when I was walking past them, the team members, and I heard them talking to each other, and they were like, man, good job. We did it. And I'm like, wow, I love that, because it's like they all took accountability for making the event spectacular. Like they owned it, and you could see it. Even when they were serving food, they were just excited. Like, hey, you want this? You want this?
Yeah.
You see the ride ops. The ride ops are like, hey, come on, guys. No, you stay there. Ride again. Like
Training.
Yes.
Training.
I was in heaven. And when it comes to Voyage, I'm so confused about just everything. For so long, Hagrid was my favorite coaster, and Air Force One.
That's a
So-
huge. That's
Huge
I know,
difference.
because I
Huge
like a
difference.
lot of the rides. I like they're not so the ride itself is the feeling I got, whether it's some type of nostalgia or things with the Harry Potter universe
Yeah,
that means
Harry Potter.
something deeper. But with Voyage, because it was just so different, especially the trimless ride and what I was experiencing and the nervousness I had and going through it and accomplishing it. I just don't know what to do. I don't even I feel like it's just over here by itself. And then I rank everything else. I don't know. I'm confused.
Yeah. It's confusing.
Now, Nikki, before you go, do you want to hear my hot take, and do you have one of them?
Yes. Oh, I don't have one, but I want to hear yours.
So my hot take,
Wait,
because we're in the hot take.
Yes, hot take.
Yeah. So my hot take is once Universal Orlando finishes with Hollywood Drift, if you consider the entire Universal Orlando Resort, they will have one of the best and most unique coaster collections in North America.
Yeah.
When you think about it, they will have Stardust Racers, Hiccup Wing Gliders, Curse of the Werewolf, Donkey Kong, Velocicoaster, Hulk, Hagrid's, a kiddie coaster, Flight of the Hippogriff, Pteranodon Flyers, a kiddie coaster, a great coaster in The Mummy, Gringotts, a kiddie coaster, Troller Coaster, and then the Fast and Furious. That they will literally have one of the most unique best collections, and I would say a top 4 collection in the country. And then to hold to my hot take, I did a little bit more research, and I saw that 67% of all people that go to the Universal Orlando Resort usually get some sort of park hopper pass, so they're able to experience the entire resort as if it was one. I know each park is its own
That's the
entity,
hot take.
which is why this is a hot take. But as a collection,
Yep.
they will have one of the best coaster collections. I would say top 2 or top 3 in the country.
Mhm.
That's my hot take.
That means you have to get the annual pass. Well, the park hopper. Once they put the park hopper on Epic, then we can have
Next year.
all of that, because you can't experience that. You have to do.
Well, they have you can get park hopper with Epic now. It's just not
You
on
can?
the annual pass. Yeah.
Oh.
It's just not on the
You can-
annual
oh, I
pass.
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just not on the annual
I
pass.
thought it was still separate.
No, you can get park
Yeah.
hopper.
Okay.
And we just need something like what Dollywood's getting at Universal Orlando. If we
Yes.
could, especially maybe Dark Universe, could get
Ah.
something like what
Apparently
Dollywood
they
is
are.
getting.
We've heard.
Oh, okay. Then I'll be in there every day.
Yes, I know. I'm telling you. If we could get a creature from a Black Lagoon, let's go.
Yes,
Let's get it.
exactly.
Let's get it. Oh, thank you so much, Nikki.
No,
I know
thank you for
have to
having
hop off. All right, everybody. Nikki, the theme park hipster. Catch her on Nikki, the theme park hipster.com. And
her YouTube channel.
And her YouTube channel. But definitely go to her website. I love the website.
Thank you.
I'm going to be asking you about some pointers on that too, because
No problem.
do want
In a couple
summer.
of weeks.
See you in a couple of weeks.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Danny, what is your hot take?
Oh my God. Well, it
What
depends.
did you think of my hot take?
I think your hot take is not as much of a hot take because I actually agree with it. I think
Oh,
between Velocicoaster and Stardust Racers, those are 2 of my top 10 coasters in the world.
Mhm.
And as we've previously discussed, I've gone to a lot of different parks in both the US and Europe,
Mhm.
and those 2 hold up very well. Once Hollywood Drift opens, I think that's going to be one of the top 3 coaster lineups in Florida. So I think that's
Yeah.
agree with that. Like, I agree with that. My hot take is probably Rapterra is not as bad as people say it is. I think Rapterra has a more dynamic layout that I loved Thunderbird, and I think it's a great ride. But what King's Dominion was able to do with Rapterra made it a logical progression from Thunderbird in terms of the flow ejector airtime, the whip on the dive loop, the positive G forces, the just the general floater airtime, and of course the positive G forces on that.
People think Rapterra is bad? I don't
Well,
think it's
people
bad.
do think because
Because the little bounce.
well, the rattle, they don't like the rattle.
It's not that bad.
I don't personally care about the rattle. I mean, rattle's gonna rattle, but I think people, and especially the analytical people in coaster world, they view that as something like, oh, well, they used to be known for smoothness.
Mm-hmm.
And then now all of a sudden, years progress, they've kind of gotten lazy with whatever they're doing. So I don't know. It's just it depends on the people. I like Rapterra, but I just like Thunderbird more.
Yeah, I agree with your take. I don't think. Yeah, I like Thunderbird more, but I don't think Raptor is bad at all. I enjoy it every time we go to the park. We get on it more than once.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I go, I try to get on it as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, Twisted Timbers is one of the best coasters in
Virginia.
US. But with how long the line is, sometimes I only do Twisted Timbers like once or twice a park visit. Pantherian's always like 2 or 3. And Terra is just the one where you're just like,
you could just go up for a while.
it's a good one that you can just lap if you really want to.
Yeah.
I've been doing Rapterra since it opened on Passholder Preview last year. So it's one of those rides that I think is going to just appeal to the general public. I think it's just a great ride. But one of my more polarizing takes is Magnum sucks. That airtime.
I don't like it either.
On.
I don't like it either.
It's one of my favorites.
Magnum
I don't
is
like
one of those where there's people who say, well, if you learn how to ride it, then you'll be completely shocked by how good of a ride it is. But no disrespect to Arrow, they were revolutionary in how they created their rides at the time. But if they had just found a way to use computer-aided design in calculating the forces and had a more mechanized way of bending that and use compounding curves, then maybe they could have made a ride that would hold up very, very well.
Yeah.
But those triangle hills are insane. That's
They
the
are.
sharpest ejector airtime I've ever felt on a ride. And I think that those are my 2 takes that a lot of people will disagree with, especially within the circles I am communicating with most of the time. And I've even got a few comments where people are like, how dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you say Magnum is...
I know, look.
Like, Magnum's a good ride. It's one of the
good.
better coasters at Cedar Point, but I think...
Do you think Cedar Point is properly rated or overrated?
I spent 3.5 days at the park last year, and I felt like you could still do another 2 days at the park. I think it's properly rated. I think that the best way to get the experience where people will say like, oh, this is the best like amusement park out there is just spring for Fastlane Plus. It is one of those musts that makes your entire day so much easier. And again, at Cedar Point, you never know who you're going to meet. So you're running into a lot of people that you otherwise would not have would have met had you Cedar Point. So I think that is an accurately rated park. I think their top 10 is phenomenal, and I think any ride in their top 7 would be top 3 at every other park in the world.
Yeah.
What's your favorite park in the world that you've, United States included? What would you say is like, I have to go to this park all the time?
Well, the park that's closest to me that I always find myself really enjoying is Hershey Park. That park is phenomenal. I would say Cedar Point is a close number 2. If we're talking about the entire world, what parks did I have the most fun at that you can spend like 2 or 3 days at? Got to go up to Gothenburg, Sweden for Liseberg. I mean, you've got to. The park is extremely well maintained.
I've seen videos of it. Looks amazing.
It's a phenomenal park.
It's in Sweden.
It's in Sweden.
Okay.
Sweden. And if you ever get a chance, definitely just explore Gothenburg as a whole. It is a phenomenal city, underrated. You hear a lot about Stockholm, but really, Gothenburg is awesome.
Ooh.
It was a great way to end that trip.
Okay.
Nice.
I could say it.
Okay.
So that's a park in Europe. Park Asterix is also another.
That's in France.
Yep. Park
I
Asterix.
went there about 19, 18 years ago.
Wow.
Well,
Mm.
definitely go back. Park Asterix in 2028 is about to get very, very interesting because they're getting an Intamin multi-dimension coaster.
Ooh.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
Okay, so an Intamin multi-dimension coaster is kind of the logical progression of Escape from Gringotts, actually.
Oh, okay.
And I genuinely believe that there are a lot of great parks in Europe. I know a lot of people think that, oh, it's so hard to get to Europe. Actually, I would say that if you plan the right trip, you can probably get to Europe cheaper than you could fly out to LA. Because
The timing.
shoulder season, May and September. I know when I went to Scandinavia in October, the flights were very, very reasonable. And my tip is if you go to Copenhagen, do not eat in Nyhavn. That's the iconic colored visual you see when you look up Copenhagen.
Mm-hmm.
There's the food is great. So it's somewhat worth it, but the food is also a little expensive. So
Oh, okay.
anywhere else in Copenhagen is a little bit more affordable. But other than that, 2028 is also going to be a great year for Europe because you're getting Plopsaland Deutschland's kind of Ride to Happiness 2.0.
Yeah.
Oh.
Walibi Belgium is RMC and Loop Guru, which is going to be awesome because they're.
So we need a plan for it. We need a plan to go to Europe.
Well, we're planning a trip with Coaster Breaks for next year.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go to different parks at that. So they plan it like it's one of those services that plans out different parks for us to go to. So we're definitely gonna be doing that.
Yeah.
Got to.
But you plan your own trips.
Yeah, I plan all my own trips, and I always try to plan it.
What do you use? What do you use? What's your strategy?
Just what country do I want to check out every single year and which parks are closest. I know when I first went to Europe for parks in 2024, my wife loves Paris. So I wanted to go to
Paris is amazing.
And I thought, okay, we're going to be in Paris. Parc Asterix is like right there.
Yeah.
Haven't been to Disneyland Paris. That's probably going to change when I get back to that part of Europe.
I've been there. You ain't missing much. It's the worst of the Disney parks.
Okay. But then I thought about, well, is it easy to get a car to drive? And Bruges, Belgium is phenomenal. It's a great, small, medieval style city with great food and some of the best chocolate in the world. And it's an hour away from Plopsaland. So we Ride to Happiness, and it's not that far from Brussels. And Walibi, Belgium is just on the south of Brussels. So we thought, okay, we're going to do a nice little ease in. And then last year was just planning, okay, there's all these different parks and we go from there. I know that for this year, our next trip is Germany and Europa Park
and Phantasialand and Haida Park.
Actually, I considered Haida Park for the most recent European trip, but it was just a little bit too far out of the way, and there was so much more that needed to be accounted for. So I left that park off. So there are a few parks in that northern part of Germany, and there's one park in Denmark that is still unexplored on my end. So I'm definitely looking.
Because you can drive between Rust and I forget where the city is because I haven't been to Germany in years.
Oh,
but
Cologne.
You can drive.
Yeah.
Cologne. Yeah, you can drive between Rust and Cologne.
Yeah.
Or take a train.
Well, that's actually the plan is Walibi Holland and Amsterdam. And because
Amsterdam is not far.
Yeah. So when we plan, it's like, okay, well, what cities do we want to see? And then can we rent a car? Which parks are close? And how long am I able to afford? And it's going to be the longest trip that I've done in Europe, period. I've pretty much gone to Europe every single year since 2022 in some capacity. And it's only been recent that I started to add the amusement parks to it. And the way I plan it is, hey, what cities do I want to go to? What parks are nearby? And how do I get the best bang for my buck? I also just checked to see what's opening. I know 2028 is largely going to be because of certain new attractions. And then we thought, okay, well, you have Europa Park. They're opening up there in 2028. They're doing the replacement for Euromir, which is it's last year operating. So I'm lucky that I get that credit before it ends. But then they're gonna like do an updated version of their spinning coaster, and then just drive through southern Germany and Austria and go from there. With like, how can I make the most of it while also checking out places that I would want to have gone to in the first place? So that's how I plan my trips. That was probably a long-winded way of saying,
hi guys. We're still doing the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a very long-winded person, so I apologize.
No, he's on.
So what's going on with your channel? What's next with your channel?
Okay, so what's next for Coaster Adventures?
Yay.
I'm actually going to drop a video talking about the new RMC coming to Wallaby, Belgium. That's
okay.
RMC Luke Guru. I lucked out and got Luke Guru a couple years ago, and I did a review of the ride, I think a year ago, and I'm happy that we're finally going to get the RMC Luke Guru and pair that with Conda. That's going to be a great 1-2 punch for Europe in general.
Yeah.
So that's coming up. There's going to be a couple of coaster reviews. And then there's the really just putting out some content. And the next thing for the channel is a big trip to Europe. That's really...
Yeah, your big trip.
Yeah, that big trip is the next large thing happening to the channel. So stay tuned for those.
Yes.
Dropping in August is when I'm aiming to do it based off of the schedule. There's a lot that's going to it's going to be the largest year that I've ever had for the channel.
Nice.
And just letting you know that this channel is done by Danny and Chrissy. Christy. Christy. And
I did not know Christy was your wife.
Yeah, she is my wife. We've been married for a while now. We're actually up on 4 years.
Yay.
I mean, I always saw you together in your videos, and I assumed you were together. I
knew they were husband and wife.
I
knew that. So it's awesome. It's an awesome channel. Please make sure you check it out. Is there any anything like do you guys plan on doing more podcasts or things like that? Are you thinking about doing more podcasts?
I am open to it.
If they don't do a podcast.
Yeah, no, not yet.
I mean, if people would like to have me on, I'm more than happy. I tend to be pretty available. I check my email pretty frequently, and I'm always open to explore another opportunity.
Yeah, we always have guests. We try to have guests frequently on our own podcast. It's the coordination is hard. The editing is hard.
Yes, I have to edit this one.
It's well, because you want to make the visuals look half decent for YouTube, and then, but the various platforms. There are some podcasts that we do where we just throw the audio onto the platform and keep it moving. But these take forever.
Yes,
if you want to do it, Danny, you got to commit, man.
Yeah.
I just thought of one more video, and then I've actually gotta get going soon. But one other video coming is actually more of a deep dive into why haven't we seen a follow-up to the Voyage and El Toro? What happened to the mega wooden coaster?
Oh yeah, I wish.
What do you think the reason is?
I think a lot of it is gonna tie to cost. The Voyage is built with structural steel, wood, which is why Holiday World is probably so keen on keeping it like retracked. It doesn't take as much maintenance because you don't have to replace the actual support structure.
Yeah.
It's kind of the opposite of the RMCs that get converted. And then, of course, costs with the actual industry, labor. You also need a park with a large enough budget to get one of those. And it's going to be an interesting video, and it goes a deep dive from the Beast all the way to the Voyage, and how the wood coaster was not the only. It's not just the steel coasters that were the part of the coaster wars. It was the wood coaster as well. So
I'm looking forward to seeing that. I love the analysis.
Love it. Yes, for people like Will who just analyze, he is going to be on it.
YouTube is my TV.
That's his TV.
YouTube is my TV. Like, I don't watch a lot of TV, but what I do watch is usually theme park related, coaster
analysis,
rankings, vlogs. Like when I'm not in Orlando, I watch other people in Orlando all the time. If I'm not in a park, I watch other people in a park. So yeah, look forward to that.
Yes, thank you so much. Oh, great times with Danny from Coaster Adventures. Thank you so much for being a part of the Thrill Seeking Teachers family.
And don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger.
Thank you so much for having me on. I greatly appreciate it. And again, if you see me at a park, definitely come say hi.
Oh, I will.
I'm always happy to chat coasters, and I definitely look forward to seeing what comes next on Thrill Seeking Teachers as well.
All right.
Thanks,
and welcome. Thank you so much. And thank you all for watching. Signing out. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to another Thrill Seeking Teachers podcast.
And please stay tuned in a couple of weeks for our next podcast. Also, keep your eyes peeled for our Thrill Seeking Teachers vlogs, as we have a couple of new ones coming. Thank you.
Woo!